The mystery continues. Edward Snowden's whereabouts are still unclear, and now Russia says he was never in its jurisdiction. It was believed Snowden flew from Moscow from Hong Kong on Sunday. From there, he was expected to take a flight to Havana, Cuba, the following day, but his seat remained empty. And now Russia's foreign minister says Snowden never crossed into Russian territory. Instead, he stayed in areas Moscow had no authority over, remaining either in a secure transit zone inside the airport or in an area controlled by foreign diplomats. In Hong Kong, Snowden was set free. Rather than honoring the extradition request from the U.S., China said it did not fully comply with the laws in place. Furthermore, China said accusations it helped the ex-NSA contractor are groundless, mirroring Russia's frustration at the same allegations. But the point is, the U.S. is angry it still does not have its hands on Snowden, and neither Russia nor China seem to be all that concerned, something that underscores the already tense relations among the U.S. and each of those countries. On Monday, Secretary of State John Kerry said there would be consequences for aiding Snowden, directing his comments squarely at Russia and China.
It'd be very disappointing if he was willfully allowed to board an airplane. There would be, without any question, some effect and impact on the relationship and consequences.
But President Obama has met with both Chinese and Russian officials within the last 2 weeks in hopes of strengthening ties, a point the New York Times' David Sanger says is quite embarrassing given the Snowden ordeal.
It tells you that neither President Xi Jinping nor President Vladimir Putin came out of those meetings particularly concerned enough about their relationship with President Obama.
A BBC analyst suggests Moscow might be exploring what information it can get from Snowden, and he is at the very least a potential intelligence gift horse and has almost literally dropped in their laps. And CNN points out the same could be said for China given the looming dispute over cyber hacking. But analysts are quick to point out we don't know all the details as to why China didn't approve the extradition request. It's possible the U.S. government rushed in sending their package over and really didn't submit a good set of documents. Nonetheless, Snowden is still on the run. Some speculate he'll be heading to Ecuador next, since the country is reportedly looking over Snowden's request for asylum. For Newsy, I'm Jasmine Bailey, multiple sources, a broader view.